my name is Michael Arnold, and today I'm going to be talking about the role of business and industry in career and technical education programs. Developing partnerships with business and industry leaders is not only essential to keeping CTE programs relevant, it's a powerful way to open up opportunities for your students and grow a network of CTE supporters in your community. In 2017, AP Admissions wanted to establish a partnership with Wayne County Public Schools. On May 22nd of 2017, Doug Woolman was named Division President of AP Admissions in Goldsboro, North Carolina. He noticed that as employees were getting older and retiring, their positions were going vacant and had a hard time filling them. He decided to partner up with Wayne County Public Schools and set up an internship program. Goldsboro High School and Wayne School of Engineering share the same campus. Wayne School of Engineering has students from all over the county, so the classroom at this campus, students would be able to come from all over the county to attend. AP Admissions and Wayne County Public Schools, led by Superintendent Dr. Michael Dunsmore and Public Affairs Director Ken Dirksen, were instrumental in setting up the partnership. AP Admissions had a nice building that was not being used, so they allowed the public school system to move to the EC department and the print shop to the building, freeing up a building at the Goldsboro High School campus to set up a classroom and a metal shop. AP provided the equipment and the manpower to renovate the print shop into a modern production metal shop and set up the model of their muffler productions. The role of business is to produce and distribute goods and services to satisfy public need or demand. According to Business News Daily, corporate social responsibility is a business practice that involves participating in initiatives that benefit the society. The original plan for this partnership was to provide advanced manufacturing training for high school students in grades 11 and 12. In communities where a strong business organization had demonstrated an interest in education, was actively engaged, such as AP Admissions and Goldsboro Education had a partner. Today, America's economic competitiveness is in the forefront of the national policy debate, with federal, state, and local leaders examining ways to keep the county at the top of the international innovation as other countries make technological and economic gains. The first step towards ensuring that each individual is able to contribute to the success of the American economy is making sure that every student is engaged in the education process and completes high school. Too many students leave schools without the skills and knowledge necessary to be successful in the 21st century workplace. Several decades ago, students who did not complete high school could still find good jobs paying family-supporting wages, but that is no longer the case. High school dropouts are 15% less likely to be employed and earn almost 30% less than their diploma or GED holding peers. Annual job losses to the U.S. economy exceed $50 billion in federal and state income taxes for all 23 million U.S. high school graduates. CTE programs are engaging students in projects that will shape the future of innovation and productivity in the American economy. Examining alternatives, energy sources, learning how to maintain vegetation in varied climates, growing cell tissue cultures, and working with stem cells, maintaining water quality, designing computer programs, and building robots are just a few of the activities students in CTE programs around the country are participating in as they hone their academic and technical skills and prepare to lead the country into the 21st century. Science and literacy skills are meeting the needs of the economy as a whole for the skilled workers. CTE programs provide students with the employability and technical skills that individual employers need most. In 2005 Skills Gap Report, the NAM reported that nearly half of the survey respondents indicated their current employees have inadequate basic employability skills, such as attendance, timeliness, and work ethic, while 46% report inadequate problem-solving skills. The National Association of State Workforce Board chairs also suggests that the strong employability foundation skills include problem-solving and teamwork by exposing students to workplace skills through project-based learning internships, school-based enterprises, the career and technical student organization activities. These employability skills become part of the overall CTE curriculum. CTE programs are also linked directly to the technical skills that employees require. By working directly with business and industry, based certifications in computer science, automotive technology, healthcare, and other high-demand areas, CTE programs provide a benefit to students and their future employees. Claire Dolan, Vice President of Oracle Education Initiatives, said by partnering with Oracle, the world's leaders in business and information software, schools ensure that students graduate with the IT skills necessary for the 21st century employment. Students must be exposed to future career opportunities during their formal education, and it is critical to get students in STEM-related occupations early in their education careers, even in areas that are not traditionally considered STEM fields. All jobs in the 21st century will require increasing levels of technical knowledge. CTE programs can provide this exposure to technical skills to provide all students, regardless of their future goals. Highly qualified CTE will ensure America's future competitiveness through student engagement. The initiative integration of math, science, and literacy skills, and by meeting the needs of both employers and the economy as a whole. Trade and industry education is a secondary program to prepare students for careers in 10 of the 16 U.S. Department of Education career clusters. While completing course sequences in these clusters, students participate in industrial units that educate them in standardized industrial processes related to concepts, layout, design, materials, production, assembly, quality control, maintenance, troubleshooting, construction, repair and service of industrial, commercial, and residential goods and products. Entertainment teams of existing partners include top district leaders, including the superintendent and director of CTE, along with a handful of their top business and post-secondary partners. Business attendance at the workshops can be very strong and helpful. Industry experts are in short supply in secondary classrooms. This publication recommends ways to increase access to industry experts, including alternative certification, allowing experts to teach part-time or co-teach with a fully certified teacher of record. High school students who complete career and technical education courses during their junior and senior years are on average more likely to graduate on time and less likely to drop out than students who do not take CTE courses. According to new research published today in the American Education Research Journal, a peer-reviewed journal of American Education Research Association. The study conducted by Michael A. Gottfried, an associate professor of the education at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and his PhD student James Plasman, found that for each CTA course completed during the junior year in high school, a student was 1.5% more likely to graduate on time and 1.6% less likely to drop out. For each CTE course completed during the senior year, a student was 2.1% more likely to graduate on time and 1.8% less likely to drop out. Gottfried and Plasma found that taking CTE courses during freshman and sophomore years had very little impact on time graduated and dropout rates. Taking CTE courses at any point during high school had no effect on whether students enrolled in college immediately or after high school. The study, which is the first to examine the timing of CTE courses and its relevance on time, graduation, and dropping out, builds on previous research that has shown CTE potential to boost high school completion. Our findings indicate that CTE course taking, particularly when later in high school, is linked to student persistence and success, said Godfrey. This lends support to the idea of further expansion of CTE coursework in high school. The findings come at a time when policymakers are increasingly focused on career and technical education. In recent years, a growing number of states have passed legislation aimed at promoting career education and training. In June, the President signed an executive order that called for expanded apprenticeship programs, including for high school students. In June, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the Strengthening Career and Technical Education for the 21st Century Act, which would update the Perkins Act, the federal law overseeing CTE programs in schools and colleges for the first time since 2006. The bill is currently pending in Senate. The purpose of CTE courses is to engage students and show how school is relevant to both career and college, said Godfrey. As students get closer to the finish line, CTE courses become extremely relevant to them. CTE courses, which range from engineering to legal studies to science to health science, are designed to build a connection between high school curriculums, career development opportunities, and college-going behaviors. The courses emphasize applied learning that contribute to academic knowledge, problem-solving skills, technical skills, relating specific occupation in skilled trades, and applied sciences and technologies. Knowing how the timing of the course taking care of a difference states the schools can better structure and invest CTE courses to create stronger high school outcomes, Godfrey said. For their study, Gottfried and Plasma used collection and educational longitudinal studies of 2002 by the National Center for Education Statistics of a nationally representative cohort of students. Students were observed in high school from the start of the second semester of their sophomore year through high school completion and entrance into the college and workforce. Student-led observations were linked to high school's transcript data. In their analysis, Gottfried and Plasma controlled for factors relating to student demographics, academic history, and attitudes. When all the information and research that has been done on CTE in high school, the facts and data show a positive outcome for students that participate in CTE programs. With the partnership of AP Missions and CTE programs I teach, the results are already proving to be a success story. Of the 4 seniors that graduated from my course last year, 2 are currently employed with AP Missions, 1 joined the Navy, and 1 is currently enrolled in college. As news gets out about the advanced manufacturing course, other local businesses and industries are coming to the high school recruiting. The U.S. Navy is always looking for high-quality students to recruit and come to my class a couple of times during each semester. Since he has been so successful, the U.S. Air Force recruiter is now making his way to my classroom to try and recruit airframe metal repairmen. Seegers Fence Company, which has expanded to the metal crafting and with their outdoor living section, comes into the classroom regularly to make sure that all looking for a job have choices in their careers. They also give us material to use for projects and practice. The students are pleasantly surprised when they also give us material to use for projects and practice. The students are pleasantly surprised when they get a chance to graduate high school and start working with full benefits and a starting hourly wage of $13 to $14.50 an hour. And that concludes the presentation. Thank you very much.